Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV, and thank you for your patience as we got the rounds completed. That was round number 1. Could you believe it? We should have finished round number 2 already by now, is my feeling. So let's have a quick look at the brackets that we have at the moment. Round number 1, the results were Mindfreak winning convincingly 7-0 over Freak Show. Cap and Deej and Disciples picking up a 7-1 against Rise Against. Mikey Tarantino picking up a 7-1 against Thunder from Down Under. And BST Gaming in the closest match of the night picking up a 7-3 over Meltdown. Now, we are going to be featuring Meltdown on stream once again. Well, not once again, for this second round. So you can see the second round matchups that have come through. And really what I'm hoping that we're building towards is at some point, either in round 3 or 4, we're going to have Cap and Deej versus Mindfreak going up against each other. Now, another close match in this round is going to be Cap and Deej and Disciples versus Mikey Tarantino. But of course, the boys from Mikey Tarantino were on stream in that first round. So we're going to give Freak Show and Meltdown a little bit of stream love. And we have the lobby currently getting constructed. Shout out to Elbow, who got me into the lobby straight away. And now we're just getting Meltdown into the lobby as well. A reminder to all of our competitors, make sure if you are late, 10 minutes later, then if one team is 10 minutes later than the round start in getting ready, well, they've got to forfeit. So it's up to the team that is ready to identify in Discord that they are ready and their team is not when 10 minutes have passed, so that we can apply that forfeit and give the round over to the team that was ready, just so that we don't end up having massive delays like we had in this first round. So it's going to be Freak Show. On the COG side, they're the highest seed in this matchup. And they are going to be going up against Meltdown. And Meltdown, a new team in the DarkSTAH series. Freak Show participated, was it last week or in week 1? One of the two. And we're very happy to have them back here on GameStar TV for DarkSTAH week number 3. So let's get ourselves into the lobby and you'll be able to see exactly who is here and who isn't. And we're just waiting for one more player from Meltdown, and then we'll be into round number 2. And officially my second solo cast of Gears of War. Hashtag hype is what we say. Just the one player left. Now, if you are watching tonight and you're not actually playing and you fancy your hand at casting Gears of War, you're welcome to join me. Happy to bring somebody in. We'll have a bit of a chat, have a bit of a yarn, as they say. A bit of a yarn. Got to emphasis the way it's said, because I don't normally say it. It's a Kiwi thing. Shout out to Rogi with the gun emote. Let's have a look. I'm sure, is that a Nasher? Yes, it's a Nasher. Rogi, are you partnered, mate? Because you've got your own emotes. I need to chuck a sub your way just to say thank you for the casting that you've been doing for DarkSTAH. Shout out to Bouncin'. Make sure you enter the raffle, Bouncin'. Enter !DarkSTAH. And you'll be into the raffle. And it's got to be lowercase. I don't think it works if it's capitals. Like that. And you'll be entered into the raffle. Just waiting for one more player from Meltdown. And I wonder if I'm going to regret choosing Meltdown, because they were the ones that took so long to get themselves ready in round number 1. Of course, any of the... Oh, yeah. Who? Stelza? Send them my way. Get them into chat. Get them into the general channel, and we'll pull them down into the GTV1 channel. There you go. That'll be awesome. Love to have another caster on. So just waiting for one more player from Meltdown, and then we'll be into round number 2. The map is Harbour. All right, let's see how things are going. We might actually switch matches. So just bear with us, ladies and gentlemen, as we figure out what's going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a quick announcement. I have asked the boys from Mindfreak and BST Gaming to send me an invite because I can't wait for Meltdown. They took so long in the first round, and we don't want you to be waiting forever. So we're going to be covering Mindfreak versus BST Gaming instead, which I'm sure you will enjoy just as much. And a shout out to Elbow. Sorry, mate. Sorry that we couldn't bring it, get your match on stream. Here we go. Straight away, straight into the match. It's going to be Mindfreak on COG versus BST Gaming on Swarm on Harbour. Now, we saw Harbour last week in DarkSTAH, and we saw some fantastic throws of grenades into the ditch, into the water. So hopefully we won't get the same thing going on over here. Let's get Mindfreak on there. If you are new, ladies and gentlemen, to the OCE Gears of War scene, then you will know that then you won't know necessarily that Mindfreak is the top team in the region. And they are the only ones that have won any of the regional 2K series. Not necessarily the only ones that have won in a week, although I think that might actually be the case. Somebody in Twitch chat can tell me whether they've actually been beaten in a 2K at all. But they are the top team. They've gone overseas to one of the majors to play at MLG. And somebody can tell me exactly which one they went to. So these guys are the team to beat for sure. And we're with Hectic. And I think Hectic is the team captain. He's picked up one already. Gets some pepper spray going through with his pistol onto Flippy. Gets the distraction. And that is enough for his teammate to come through and get the kill down. Now gets some Lancer down. Keeping the cover fire down. Looking, watching as the chain revives come through. But doing great work over there, keeping the opponents down. Let's get the scoreboard up, and you'll see it there. Of course, we're not actually keeping score on the scoreboard. It's just names, team names up there. And let's run it through for you. The boys from Mindfreak are Hectic, Mercer, Travioli, Dave from Telstra, and none other than Lord Jim himself, Jim Bob, who we are following right now. On the side of BST Gaming, we've got Desecrate, Bouncing, Flippy, Guns, and it's Da Vinci. Da Vinci, one of our raffle winners. He's going to be going to the LAN in Sydney, the E-League LAN in Sydney on the 22nd of April, and hopefully we'll be able to shake his hand. And GameStar's going to be putting together some merch to be taken along to that LAN, so we'll hopefully be able to get it as well when we see him. So still with Lord Jim at the moment, playing Ring Around the Roses with Da Vinci himself. Da Vinci picks up a frag on the side there and pushes Jim Bob away from the Ring Around Rosie's place. This isn't a hill, so not really sure what they're fighting for. Splat goes the head of Da Vinci, and almost a 3-cap going down for Mindfreak. Just barely stopped by the skin of their teeth by the boys from BST Gaming. They managed to get themselves 8 points, but Mindfreak ticking over very, very quickly. They are a full minute ahead of their opponents right now. In fact, more than a minute, as they have held these 2 points for absolute ages. Almost got the 3 cap. Oh, poor old Da Vinci. He needs to get picked up. Oh no, he gets cleaned away by Oh Hectic. And now the risk of that 3 cap once again on the cards. What's happening at the B side? Mercer is there, and Mercer, formerly of Tainted Minds, now playing tonight for Mindfreak. I'm not sure if it's a permanent roster change. Somebody in Twitch chat tell me whether it is a permanent roster change or not. Shout out to Toby Campbell, who is one of our auto hosters. So it's pretty cool. Thanks for adding us to your auto host listing, Toby Campbell. I see your name popping up all the time. And in fact, I'm going to add you to our auto host as well. So next time you go on live, you'll be on GameSTAH TV 1 as well. So Mindfreak pick up that first round. Pretty dominating fashion. This might be a quick game for them. We'll follow somebody from BST Gaming, Desecrate, in fact, who's got a bit of a fan club going on at the moment. Desky, in fact, is a fan of Desecrate. So let's see exactly how he goes up against Mindfreak, the #1 team in the region. So he's gotten himself forward. Oh, gets the spam going. Gets a couple of hits onto Mercer. That's great play. Spreading it out. Here's Lancer play, but he gets cleaned away from behind. Jimbob got the flank going. And Flippy, well, cleared Jimbob down, but not before he got down himself. Oh, Hectic comes through, takes a shot, takes a second. Oh, up comes Flippy. Oh, Hectic was a little bit too casual about that. Flippy manages to get himself up and get the kill down. Cog picking up B, and in fact, they've got A and B. Once again, the 2 cap going. In comes Flippy, gets the clear away, gets the kill down onto Mercer. And we'll stick with Flippy because he's been doing quite well, picking himself up, gets the Lancer fire down onto, couldn't see who it was just then. What is happening on the C point, on the C hill? It's Jimbob with the overextension coming through and the tidy little 3 cap coming through. Cog pick up round number 2, and Mindfreak are 2-0 up and starting to build a bit of a streak. Mercer and Jimbob with the lead in terms of the kills. The frag grenades are going down. Oh no weapon has been placed. So we're going straight into pop guns and Nashes together with the Lancers. Standard loadout for everybody, and Mindfreak really backing themselves with that. We saw in the playoffs, Mindfreak against Mikey Production Studio last week, as soon as the boosted guns, whatever you want to, the upgraded guns got placed down in the midfield, that was when Mikey Production Studio was able to come back into the match and pick up those few rounds off of Mindfreak. So, well, fair enough, Mindfreak. Actually, somebody tell me exactly who gets to place the guns down. Is it the losing side or the winning side that gets to place the guns? Tell me in the Twitch chat. And apologies for my noobness. I'm here just because I enjoy Gears of War, and we're loving the Gears of War community. Yeah, we've been following Bouncing for a while. Gets some crossfire going down with his, what is he picking? No, he changed his mind. He's going to switch over surely to a Nasher. Oh, in comes through. He's got great cover fire going down with the Lancer. He's booking it now, though. Switches over to the Nasher. Comes on through, takes a shot. Oh, he's been pincered, though. No, he hasn't been pincered. He's got some support from Flippy. And gets the kill down. Picks out the Lancer again. Gets the crossfire going. But if you've been paying attention to the scores on the left there, two hills cap for most of the time, a game by the boys from Mindfreak, and they have a tidy little lead on their part going. We're going to switch over. Let's see what Tradioli is doing right now. He's got his own crossfire going on, got a little bit of a hype going on there. Gets some protection going through as Oh Hectic gets the kill down. I think it was Oh Hectic got the kill down. Now sending himself up the ramp, heading on around to A. They've got the A in sight. It's being capped at the moment. A 1 versus 1 going down between a couple of players there from Travioli's perspective. He gets some good cover fire down. Mercer is going to sneak on through there, look to take on a 2 versus 1. Let's switch on over to exactly what Mercer is doing right now. Gets a single kill onto Desecrate, looking to get a second. Just camping down right now, heads on up the ramp now, making his move. Oh, he gets one down. It doesn't get the kill though. Oh, in fact, he does get the kill. Flippy gets taken down. But not an easy round so far for the boys from Mindfreak. Very, very close. In fact, oh, just as I say that, they may well get a 3 cap. No, the A site held right now by the boys from who's it? BST Gaming. As we get to less than 30 seconds, less than 15 seconds in fact to go. Oh, Hectic clears things away, and that is going to be the round going to the cog once more. And they stumbled a little bit there, but in the end, Mindfreak picking up the 3-0 at the end of that round. So the losing side, shout out to Toby Campbell, the losing side is the one that gets to place the guns. So not backing themselves in this situation, BST Gaming, and forcing the play to continue with standard guns only. Oh, hey. Okay, let's pull him in. And we've got to give you permission, I think. Take the server mute off. There you go. And drag you out. And drag you back in again. No, that puts the mute back on again. So Fluxium, you've got to take mute off yourself, I think. So we'll just put O Hectic on while we try and sort it out. So Fluxium, it's now muted from your side, so as soon as you can figure out what's muting you, then you'll be able to join me. And thank you for making the attempt. We're with bouncing at the moment. He must have picked up a kill because Oh Hectic was who we were following when we went into this, but it doesn't matter. We've got a 3 cap, very, very quick one, in fact, going through from the cog. And he's and Mindfreak go 4-0 up. Let's have a quick look at the scores. We got Jim Bob on the double figures right now. And Fluxium, I think you might be able to say something now. No? So are you actually observing? So you've managed to fill one of the observer slots? Fantastic. So tell us a little bit about yourself, mates. Are you on a team that's just not playing tonight?
Good to go.
Oh, fantastic. So here we are. We've got Mindfreak versus BST Gaming. Mindfreak are up 4-0, I think it is. Yep, 4-0 as the cog. And we're following Mercer NZ at the moment. And I'll be looking to you, Fluxium, to, I don't know, do you fancy a bit of play-by-play, or do you want to sit back and do the analysis of the round?
What's the matter? You hurt?
So on Harbour, the key to map control is holding what area? Well, we had Mercer holding that winch area in that previous round, in round number 5. Just before they got the 3 caps. So we'll stick with Mercer. Maybe he's the one that's been given the job of heading over to winch. The follow him right now is heading on through, getting the slides on, using the movements to his advantage. There's Desecrate and Flippy over there as Mercer gets himself around, gets the first shot, gets the second off. It's 1 versus 1, gets Desecrate down onto the ground. Now switches over to the pistol, looking for Flippy, who's unfortunately got the loving attention of Jim Bob. And Mercer now moving on, heading on around. I think he may actually go for the kill. Yeah, in fact, looks to pick it up and does it nicely onto Bouncing. Gets himself through on to, where is it? Is that the B side? That is it? No, it's not the B side. C side.
Playing up on the incendiary grenades, so it literally, that is on the back of Mercer winning his gunfight, putting down crosses, and then making a push for the home hill, and thus getting that triple cap down.
All right, so shout out to Dumbing Up and win. Yep, I forgot to push the right button, so he's unmuted now. So Fluxium, say hello again, because nobody.
G'day. Was I not audible that whole time?
No, you weren't, unfortunately. But don't worry, you'll get another chance to as we follow Travioli. He's got himself onto the F site. That is home, I guess, for the COG. And he's just having a little crossfire battle with Da Vinci. You can see in the distance there on the B side. Pitch over to O Hectic. Picks himself up a meat shield. And his pistol whipping through. Drops the meat shield, heads on around, going to head up the ramp, looking for some crossfire going down onto the east side. But it is entirely in the hands of Mindfreak. And so he heads on over, gets a simple shot onto Flippy, moves around, and they are looking for another 3 cap.
From watching that fight, Guns was pushed up way too far. His team didn't tell him that Dave from Telstra and people were coming from the side, and he just went for that aggressive play when he should have pulled back and just, honestly, Guns, he just doesn't know where to put himself on the map, and people need to calm. It just looks like that they're so messy. It sounds so judgmental, but Guns, mate, you just got to look where you're going.
All right, well, it was a 7-0. They could be forgiven for getting themselves out of position just there because they were up against Mindfreak, the #1 side in the region. Now, I don't know how much of the match you managed to see, Fluxium, but we've got to pick an MVP, courtesy of Plantronics. So let's pick an MVP. Who would you say would be the MVP in that round, in that match? Any ideas? Oh, I think he might have gone AFK over there, just getting himself a glass of water. Well, I am happy for it to go the way of Mercer. We give the MVP to Jim Bob a lot. So even though he was doing a great job of carrying Mercer on that winch area, laying down the domination for his team. So give it over to Mercer out of that round. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in just a moment with round number 3 of the DarkSTAH Gears of War Weekly, week number 3. Stick around, don't go away.
So we ever take off.
Reefer, 3 passports, 4 visas, keep up, a gray street sweeper, block runner, stop, I'm not gonna, plotting out from sundown to sunup, I got it where my funds up, I hope we're mutual, I'm not a little dumb new fuck, the usual, suspects become clientele, threading through the needle, or the eye of it decided whether ever felt the beetle.